Spotify turns its personalization technology to podcasts with launch of Your Daily Podcasts. Spotify is taking the personalization technology that powers its music playlists, like Discover Weekly and Daily Mix, and turning it to podcasts. The company announced this morning the launch of a new podcast playlist called Your Daily Podcasts, that allows users to discover new shows and keep up with their favorites. In other words, it's a discovery mechanism for finding new podcasts, similar to how Discovery Weekly will recommend new music. The playlist will only appear when you've listened to at least 4 podcasts in the past 90 days, Spotify says. It will be available in the Your Top Podcasts shelf in the Home tab or in the Made For You hub in the app. As with Spotify's music playlists, algorithms will be used to analyze your podcast listening behavior, like what you've recently streamed and what you follow. It will then recommend what episode to listen to next based on this history and what sort of podcasts you like. This could be the next episode in something you're already listening to, a standalone evergreen episode from a popular podcast, or a more timely episode from a daily updating podcast, the company says. It also promises it won't skip ahead if you're listening to a story-driven sequential series. After a few recommended episodes from your own subscriptions or history, Spotify will suggest new shows and begin playing their episodes after a brief intro that says, "And now, something new based on your listening." But unlike Discover Weekly, where the main goal is to keep users engaged and subscribed to Spotify's service, Your Daily Podcasts has a secondary motive as well, to point users to Spotify's own in-house programs. While the new playlist at launch doesn't appear to be favoring Spotify's shows over others, it certainly is including them. Over time, Spotify's playlist could help grow the fan bases for its own programming, which listeners can't get elsewhere. That also keeps them subscribed. Plus, podcasts are another surface against which Spotify can advertise, and they don't have the hefty licensing fees associated with streaming music, especially when their creation is handled in-house. In the third quarter, Spotify launched 22 original and exclusive titles from Spotify Studios, including The Ringer, The Hottest Take and The Conversation with Amanda de Cardenet. In the US, it also launched a number of originals from the studios it recently acquired, Gimlet and Parcast, the company said. As a result of its efforts, it's seeing exponential growth in podcast hours streamed, up 39% from the prior quarter. However, podcast adoption among the overall user base lags. Just under 14% of users are listening to the audio programs. A new playlist like this could help, but it also misunderstands how some people. For more on this story, visit the news article link.